All right, guys, welcome to week 5 of this 8-week cycle. And we're going to be going back to back squats today for our squat day here. It's going to be 6 sets, 5 reps per round, every 2 minutes. The idea is start around 65%, building up to 8 out of 10 effort on the last 2 sets. So, reminder for the back squat. So, first thing always before you take the bar to the rack, get in an optimal setup position. So find your grip, come underneath the bar, squeeze your shoulder blades together, find that nice, good position on your back, stand straight up, step back, set your feet, big breath, good deep squat, stand back up. All right, so you got a set of 5. So if it's heavy or as you're building, remember at the top each time, don't rush right back into your squat, take your time, take a deep breath, and then do your next rep, all right? So I always remind people on their back squats, the goal is not just to lift as much weight as possible, but to transfer the strength to other movements we do. So really try to keep your chest vertical as you're standing up. Try not to get sucked into that big hip drive, right? Because this doesn't transfer as well to things like thrusters and wall balls and our Olympic lifts. So that's our strength today. Let's talk about our conditioning. All right, our conditioning today, guys, is going to be 2 parts. Each part is 2 rounds. The first part is 2 rounds of 50-foot front rack dumbbell walking lunge. These were very popular last week, so doing these again. Followed by 16 toes to bar and then 8 dumbbell power cleans. When you finish those 2 rounds, you go right into the next part, which is 2 rounds of 50-foot front rack walking lunge. This time it's 8 bar muscle ups or variation, and then 8 dumbbell power cleans again. We have only a 12-minute cap to complete all these. So let's go through our movements and variations. So the front rack walking lunge. These dumbbells should be moderately heavy, so you got to pick the dumbbells up. This is the front rack position, and you're going to tap your knee to the ground, stand up all the way, and work through, okay, for 50 feet. Main thing here is that every time we talk about lunging, don't walk on a tightrope. So you don't want your feet one in front of the other because it's not very stable. So you still want to be about squat width or shoulder width, all right? Your back knee should touch the ground and stand up all the way every single rep. If you look from the side, my front knee should be right over my heel. This gives me the ability to drive through my heel. And then also my back knee is under my hip, allowing me to push off that back toe when I stand up. Okay, so 50 feet there. The first segment, we're going to be doing toes to bar. So ideally, we're working on that connecting, kipping swing. So for this 16 reps, right, try to work on connecting the movement, okay? If you've never heard me teach how to learn that, right, most people start with a knee raise, okay? This is much easier to learn that swing, okay? So if you can do this with that good control, and you're struggling to get connected toes to bar, start with the knee raise and try to build up as you go. So basically you're getting the rhythm small and then building in height. And it's okay if when you're first learning you can't touch your toes to the bar, but just start trying to get out of only doing a knee raise and just work up the height. If you watch me from the side, my knees are always close to my chest. So I lift my knees and then keep the knees close to my chest and just work up the height of your toes over time. So if you've never tried that kind of build-up technique, it's a pretty cool way to feel that rhythm and ideally get to a full toes to bar. If you have any grip or shoulder issues, of course, you can go to the floor and do some V-ups or tuck-ups if you need as well, okay? The dumbbell power clean. So this will ideally be the same weight you're using for the walking lunges. It's going to be grippy, right? Because we're doing some toes to bar and you got to go here, but nothing fancy, okay? Dumbbells are outside your feet, flat back, big jump, and stand up. I remind people, don't try to really just curl it up. Use your legs, jump, shrug, get underneath the dumbbells, okay? 8 reps there. The only other movement we got to talk about is the old bar muscle up. So 8 of these per round. You can use a band for these. Remember what this looks like. It goes on one foot. You start slightly behind the bar, big jump up, and over, okay? For the bar muscle ups, you can also do any version of a pull-up. You can do chest to bar is a great option. So if you can't do a bar muscle up, but chest to bar is hard, or just kipping pull-ups, something that should be challenging, but maybe you can't do 8 in a row, something you got to break up. All right, so that is our conditioning for today, guys. And we actually do have a finisher because this short workout, we're gonna rest, and then after the workout's over, we are going to do a slow pace 1 mile jog, right? So that is our full day today. Have fun with that and don't skip the finisher. See you tomorrow.